Hi everyone, this is Brian Hayes. Today I want to take you very quickly through more than 10 different ways to play a G chord on the guitar. The notes G, B and D in any order represent a G major chord. So our strings 4, 3 and 2 on the guitar automatically spell out a G major chord. If I strike those strings together, there's a G chord. If I play them as a harmonic on the 12th fret, that's a G chord taken up an octave. If I put my first finger on the first string on the 3rd fret and add in a G and now strum strings 4 through 1, there's a 4-string G major chord. If I take that 3rd finger right down here to the 15th fret, in other words, take that G up an octave and leave strings 4, 3 and 2 ring out in their original octave, sort of got a mandolin sounding G major chord. If I look at the most conventional way to play a G major chord, 3rd finger on G on the 1st string, 2nd finger on G on the 6th string, 1st finger on B on the A string. That's how we probably first learn how to play a 6-string G major chord. Take that up 12 frets. Very interesting inversion of a G chord, because now we've got 3 high notes and 3 normal octave open string notes. So that combination gives us a really pretty sounding mandolinish G major. If we change that just slightly, if we leave our 1st and 2nd fingers as they were, but instead of the B string being open, we put our 3rd finger on the 3rd fret, which creates the note D, changes B to D, and then put our 4th finger under it on the high G, we've sort of got a modern Nashville sounding country G chord. Really modern sounding G chord. Take that up 12 frets. Now we've got 4 high notes and only 2 open strings. Some really great sounding chords there, not hard to play. If we think of an E major chord, but play it with our index finger free, so there's an E major chord, step that up to the 3rd fret, we've got a 6-string G major chord. In fact, we've got the same series of notes as the big E chord on the guitar, but now we've turned that into a G major chord. We can have smaller versions of that. We can just go G, B and D in that diagonal shape here, where G's on the 4th string, B's on the 3rd, D's on the 2nd, and just play those inside 3 strings, strings 4, 3 and 2. There's a G chord. Take that up an octave. Double stop with your index finger on the 3rd fret, the 2nd and 1st string. So instead of this, add in and make it a 4-string chord. Add in high G on the E string. Make it a 5-string chord. Swap where your little finger is with your 3rd finger, add in a D in the bass. Okay, so we've went from a 3-string to a 4-string to a 5-string to a 6-string version of G chord, all based off the 3rd fret. Now if we take the D chord shape, slide that up here so that our D becomes G. So we've taken our 3rd finger from the 3rd fret on the 2nd string up to the 8th fret on the 2nd string. Build your D chord shape and play it as a 4-string chord. D, D, G and B. A really interesting G chord. And finally, if we think of an A chord shape, take that down to the 12th fret, that's a G chord. We could put our little finger out on the 15th fret, really high-pitched G chord. Or we could replace the barring of fret 12 with our 3rd finger, which lets us play in the bass here. If we bar the 10th fret, we've now got a D, a G, a D, a G and a B. So a 5-string version of the G chord. There are more ways than that to play G chord on the guitar. Have some fun with that. Change from one shape to another. You might go from this shape to this shape, to that shape, to that shape. And just keep swapping and really getting comfortable with them. You might have learned something new here today. I hope so. Put it into practice. Train your fingers and your ears to the various options of the humble G major chord on the guitar. Bye for now.